So first things first. This first things first. This important announcement is that it's a really good announcement, and at the same time, it's not gonna be a bad news. It's not gonna be a worse news. It's not a news related to like health or like family stuff. But I just want to say it straight off the bat, chat room, that your overworking ghoul VTuber for the past 5 or 6 months, your boy has a stable job. After 5 months of under probation at the company that I applied like last July, my company, or specifically an HR officer and um, my multimedia artist officer, uh, actually gave me a meeting, a finalization about like what my job is supposed to be, if I'm going to get hired or if I'm going to get dismissal, or I may have to be regularized in that company. It happened last Thursday, I suppose. It was Thursday or Wednesday. Can't recall. But it was around the time like afternoon where the two of them approached me saying like, "Do you have a minute? Because we're going to do your final evaluation to see if you are fit for this job or we're going to have to let you go." So what happened was, I even explained this as well. Like few months ago, because my previous monthly evaluation didn't go too well because I wasn't doing my best. I didn't actually trying to open up with my coworkers, and at the same time, I was still stuck on my old habits, like old work habits from my previous company, because you can't really relate because I'm working with like a bunch of old people, like 30s, early 30s, mid 30s, but comparing to this company that I am with right now, I'm actually collaborating or working with, people that is close to my age, and all that stuff. And I was actually concerned about it, and then my officer really was very encouraging and really giving me motivation, like, hey, you may have to adjust your work ethics, like your work right now is actually good, and you're really trying to volunteer yourself to help the team and all that stuff. She mentioned, but it was never enough because I wasn't really open about it, and I understand that, and I can understand that. But fast forward to like this month, like after that previous monthly evaluation, I had to step it up. Like I had to like get rid of my old habits just by like freaking skimming through YouTube, just watching while I work. I had to like I have my own like Bluetooth earphones now, so that I don't have to like wear my headset, so that people would actually see that, oh, freaking, you're just doing uh freaking stuff, and trying to neglect your work. But all in all, like I had to step up. I had to volunteer myself. I'm trying to be open minded as possible and trying to reach out to everybody, be transparent, and it worked out well. And it's also beneficial for me and to the company because this is something that I had to manually adjust. It doesn't happen like overnight and all that stuff. It happens like bit by bit. So I'm very happy with the process. And workloads aren't even like, in my opinion, comparing to my old company to my current company, like the workloads are, it's tough. It's actually challenging and tough. But you have like enough manpower to establish like a ecosystem or like a structural table where who's in charge of this one, who's in charge of that one, and I always deliver as well. And as a person who's actually committed to like uh bringing deliverables to any department that they requested, I managed to do so on the nick of time, or before the deadline. So my officer noticed that, and then she gave me her assessment, and at the same time her explanation, like she mentions that judging from your previous monthly evaluation to your current monthly evaluation, like we've seen some significance. It's satisfactory. I even reach out to your fellow co-workers and to the department that you're associated or collaborating with. Like they gave me like significant feedback, like a significant change from your work ethics to your background and to you being open minded and more people orientated And then, judging from that explanation, like I was like nervous, and at the same time, excited. Like I had mixed emotions that happen and what's going on. And then even the HR officer was like, "Oh, this is actually very surprising," and explain like the criteria of if you're going to be hired or if you're going to get a dismissal. But you know, in summary, I got the job. For the past 5 or gonna be like 6 months next week. For the past 6 months, your boy has proven that I am going to stay in that company for a long time as long as I still keep, this habit of mine. And at the same time, it's not all for show. It's not gonna be in a span of like 1 month, like or 4 months that I'm doing significantly better. I will have to apply this like for the rest of my time being in that company. And matter of fact, I really enjoy working with that company. Although I have some, rooms to improve, and at the same time, there's so many situations that I have to understand still because it's not. It's like I just started, like I'm still fresh and I haven't even reached a year from that company. But I am happy that this company was nice and encouraging enough to actually give my all and to show them what's actually important and what's actually what I can do to make myself beneficial to them and vice versa. So that's actually one of the important announcements that I want to say first. And at the same time, with this enough work experience that I have, your boy can officially say that I have a 3 year work experience. It's not a 2 years and a half work experience. It's not half baked anymore. It's 3 years. 3 years work experience and counting. So with the announcement of me being a regular employee in that company, that means I can expand further of my work experience. So, it can be 4 years or 5 years, but right now your boy has an estimate of 3 working experience, and I'm very happy with that. I'm really happy with that, and I want to thank everybody who's actually been there, have been supporting me, and I've been like yappering and blabbering about this situation as well. Like, what if I didn't make it? What if what I'm doing in that company is not enough? But it actually shows that I prove myself, and at the same time, I can actually change for the better. And at the same time, I don't want to apply my old work habits or work ethics to my previous company to this current company because I really enjoy working with this company, and at the same time, the people that I am working with and associated with are very wonderful people, and they gave me a lot of advice, and at the same time, give me a lot of pointers as well, or any room for criticism or room for improvement. So it's never a dull moment working with them. Although uh, although work is actually it's flexible, but at the same time, I really don't want to work at times because I really do want to have like a work from home situation or work from home setup because commuting from my home to work usually takes like an hour, but overall the pay is actually good. The benefits is actually good. People are actually are very open minded and very fresh with ideas, with creative ideas. It's a bit hectic, of course, but um the payoff it pays off. Like my salary is actually way better than my previous company salary. We're not limited to any manpower when it comes to like delivering mediums, artwork mediums, so I'm very happy with that. We got benefits as well, and I also get incentives out of that, and I get my bonus too last month. Like as a new employee, I actually get a bonus, so I'm very happy with that. Like, I hope that this will continue significantly, not only for my work, but also in my life as well, and also in my streaming. So that leads to another situation or to another scenario as well. Chat room is that this year I want to improve making content. Like I shouldn't be limited to just doing live streams. I should also venture out by doing videos as well and then YouTube shorts as well, making highlights of my stream possibly, and making my second channel actually more active than ever, and also my TikTok as well. Like I really want to commit this year to actually leave a digital footprint so that people can actually discover me, and at the same time make my growth significantly better than it was before. So overall, like, work is actually great right now. I have, the like, I do enjoy making YouTube shorts recently, because most of my YouTube shorts are like from my old clips, and at the same time, from my tech and highlights. It's a very fun engagement as well that I do with other people. At the same time, I really have to push like the agenda of making tech talk videos, not only limited to just my clips, but at the same time, like, maybe a little bit of skits, or maybe a little bit of like commentary, like even covering up some stuff. But this year, I really want to try my best to leave, not really a significant digital footprint, but that something that is, that something that I can actually drop off or mark this year, so that it can actually bloom in full force in the coming of months, weeks, or days, or even years. Because I really want to be a really good VTuber, and at the same time a good content creator, like a mixture of both. And I really do want to collab with other people, and then I really do want to have my goals be set. Like, currently right now I am doing a PC goal. So if you guys want to support, I'm going to leave my Streamlabs donation tip page on the description, or even if you are in my streamer chat, you can actually type exclamation point PC. It's all there. Like, any uh support counts, chat room, being a viewer, being a subscriber, being someone who can donate to my goal, like, it really helps me a lot. So overall, I'm actually peachy when it comes to work and stream, and I'm really doing my best to actually do my work, streaming content, life balance, and at the same time I'm feeling better as well, physically. I'm still taking my medications, chat room, and it also has like a really good significant change as well with my health as well. And I really don't want to go back to like working out again, because what happened in Christmas and then New Year, freaking, it actually made me bloated and kind of a little bit on the chubby side. But I am going back to like working out again, like using my treadmill and then lifting weights again, so that I can actually burn those fat, and at the same time, like, really stick to my sleep schedule. Or even, if weekends are like are my day offs, and then I'll get to stream, but stream longer. That means I'll have to sleep longer as well, and I have to manage my time as well. I really don't want to frick up my sleep schedule and my body clock. um in terms of mental health, I'm actually doing a lot better too, because with what's been happening for the past few months, like, I've been mentally exhausted, mentally stressed, because I've been all over the place, in terms of my love life, my relationship with my family. Funny enough, I've been talking to my sister, and I've been reaching to her a lot, because there are times where I don't want to talk to my mom and dad. I really don't want to have like a conversation with my sister, because she's the only one that can understands me, and at the same time, like, I can yap so much about my pent up frustration, what's circling around the family. My family may not be perfect, and we do have like a very complicated relationship, but at the end of the day, I just really want to live on my own, and I really don't want to be shackled by anybody, or I don't want to I don't want anybody to expect something from me, or their expectations should be like this, it should be like that. That contrasts to my expectations in living as a human being. But yeah. And I even posted that I'm not okay video, because I'm not okay with making content during that time. And at as well as algorithms in every social media platforms is actually kind of complicated, because they have like different criteria and different hoops to shoot. But yeah, I was not okay, and I wasn't even supposed to garner subscribers or even like views from that one. I know it's kind like the title is clickbaity, and also the thumbnail, but it's actually one of those videos that I'm never going to delete, because it's actually a photo or an online journal. I should say, like, more than a photo journal, like an online journal that I want to say something what's on my mind on the internet, and maybe people would actually um give me advice, or I want to see people commented about it. Like there's some people there who are very supportive, and there's some actually people that I think that I'm a crybaby. But have you ever seen a video of me crying as well or something like that? I mean, your joy, I suppose, but I am okay. I'm doing better, and I'm happy with what I've got. And I do hope that this further actually expands even more for the better, not for the worse. Because I'm really having the ton of fun in my life right now compared to like the previous years. Like I have never been this like somewhat have a happy life since like 2022. Like 2022 was actually my year, chat. I mean, that year was so unforgettable because a lot of things happened in that year, and at the same time, you know a lot of changes happened in that year too. But then 2023 came out, 2024 came out. I'm like, yeah, it was like the biggest like roadblock in my entire life those years. And even 2025 as well. 2025 was actually somewhat of a redemption arc from myself because I'm really taking care of myself, and at the same time I am trying to apply jobs that I should be applying so that I won't rely too much on this live streaming or being content creator, because it's really difficult to actually earn money online unless if you're doing illegal stuff, which I'm not going to. But fast forward to the current year, and the year has just started too, and I received one of the best news that I have ever gotten for a while, and that's me getting hired and being a permanent employee in that company. And at the same time, there are actually wonderful people here that is still tuning into my streams and even in my content as well. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you everybody, and I know I'm going to make a video out of this as well to summarize what's been going on with my life and uploading it on my channel. But thank you to whoever is like watching this video or this stream. um and I do hope that you can continue supporting me throughout my journey being a content creator and being a genuine human being. And I do hope that both of us, like my me and my community, will have really great blessings this year, and at the same time more opportunities open for us, not only me as a content creator or a VTuber, but also as a growing community. So thank you very much for sticking to me until now, and I hope that I can provide more content other than the usual niche that I provide. But I also want to give my thoughts, or even do stuff from the bottom of my heart. Like I'm willing to continue more of this, and I'm not doing this for myself. I'm also doing this for the people who actually enjoyed my content, even if it's so simplistic or it doesn't really attract people. But this is what I do, and this is what I love, and I'm passionate to do so. So again, uh multiple times of me saying this, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.